Hello everyone. Are you aware with it how history is repeating itself in every 100 years? That is, an epidemic in every 100 years. From 1720 to 2020, pandemics have threatened humanity in large amount. Now, in 1720, Martial Plague. Plague of Martial was a European outbreak of bubonic plague. This disease killed 1 lakh people. People killed with this pandemic is known as Black Death. Symptoms of this disease are pain in abdomen or muscles, bleeding from mouth, nose or under the skin, fatigue or malaria, pneumonia, headache. Bubonic plague. Swollen lymph nodes may be situated in the groin, armpits or neck, about the size of chicken egg, tender and firm to the touch. This disease spread through air, bites of infected fleas and rats, contact with person to person. Impact of Martial Plague on Europe. Plague killed indiscriminately young and old, rich and poor people. Europe lost most of their doctors. Jews were blamed for bringing on the plague. Jews were driven from their homes. Noble firstly resisted demand for higher wages. End of Black Death. Uninfected remain in their homes by implementation of quarantines, by improvement in personal hygiene. That is most important. Now, in 1820, cholera plague. Cholera is an infectious disease caused by bacterium called Vibrio cholera. This bacteria lives in salty and warm water. According to World Health Organization, cholera kills 1,43,000 people. Cholera has been nicknamed the Blue Death. Symptoms of cholera pandemic: water diarrhea, vomiting, dry mucous membranes, loss of skin elasticity. Cholera pandemic spread through by the following ways: by drinking or eating contaminated food and water, by spread directly from one person to another. Impact of cholera pandemic on world: cause panic, disrupt the social and economic structure, restrictions on certain food, impede development in the affected communities. End of cholera pandemic. Early detection and quick response to contain outbreaks, a targeted multi-sectoral approach to prevent cholera reoccurrence, and effective coordination for technical support, advocacy, resource mobilization, and partnership at local and global level. Now, in 1920, Spanish flu, a strain of influenza known as Spanish flu, a global pandemic. Estimated death toll was 17 million to 50 million. Symptoms of Spanish flu are chills, fever, skin turning blue. Spanish flu spread through from person to person or direct contact. Impact of Spanish flu on world: retail grocery business has been reduced by 1/3. Merchants' business has declined 40%, lack of beds, masks, and etc. End of Spanish flu. Social distancing, sanitization. Now, in 2020, COVID-19 pandemic. Coronavirus is an infectious disease. Death rates are increasing day by day. Corona is attacking mostly people underlying medical problems like cardiovascular disease, diabetes, cancer. Symptoms of COVID-19 are dry cough, shortness of breath, tiredness. COVID-19 spread through contaminated food and other things, droplets generated when infected person cough and sneeze, droplets of saliva and discharge from nose. These are important points. As you all know, there is a huge impact of corona on world. Unemployment rate shot up, shortage of food and other essential grocery items, shortage of pharmaceuticals. End of COVID-19 can be done by washing your hands properly, avoid touching your face, Stay home if you feel unwell. Social distancing should be maintained properly. So, guys, please stay alert and be safe at home.